This video is the first part of the On-Demand Industry Guide, a course series to help budding business owners and entrepreneurs. We'll walk through all the nooks and corners in setting up your own on-demand business. In this particular video, I'm going to talk about stats and insights of the on-demand industry. Hey, my name is Anurag and I welcome you all. Okay, so to kickstart, let's talk about some statistics. Let's try to digest in some numbers. You might get surprised to know that the on-demand industry is going to rise to $335 billion by 2025, which was mere $110 billion in 2019. The on-demand app economy has about 22.4 million users spending $57.6 billion every year to get real-time services. The numbers of this industry are humongous, and so are the opportunities of this industry. So what is on-demand economy? Want your groceries to be delivered at your doorsteps? Or a smoking hot pizza? Want to book a cab to reach to office? Rent a property for days, months, maybe years? Hire some people for doing a job? Need a laptop to be repaired? And many more services like these are available at our fingertips today. Almost each one of us will use a service like that in a whole day. Before ending a day, every one of us is going to use a service like that. This is on-demand economy. This is the on-demand industry. And this is the irreversible change that on-demand economy has brought about in our lives. Popularly known as the access economy, the on-demand economy, we also call it as the access economy. It is effective to meet the demands in quicker, convenient, and a more personalized manner. Personalization is something that's quite broadening in the on-demand industry. Hold on to the thought. We'll talk more about personalization in on-demand services later in the video. With the launch of ride-hailing services like Uber and Lyft, the on-demand concept was all set to reshape the business models. But technology also acted as a game changer. So resuming the thought of what the on-demand economy is. In an on-demand economy, when a transaction takes place, there are two parties involved in acting. One is a provider and other is a consumer. Both connect with each other through a medium of or mobile apps to perform such an action. And tech companies act as intermediary to handle tech operations, payments, and other transactions. On-demand is considered to be a major disruption the tech industry has observed after the dot-com bubble. Today's always hyper-connected smartphone era. And yes, all thanks to the technological advancements, which have been the driving force behind the successful model of the on-demand industry as we see it today. But let me tell you, the concept is not very new relatively. Even in the late 90s, companies like Webvan, Cosmo offered delivery of goods to the consumers' places. Talking about today, let's discuss few of the examples of on-demand businesses that we have and use today. Uber, Lyft, Lime are providing ride-hailing services. Airbnb is providing homestays. Grubhub, Doordash, Talabat is providing on-demand food delivery, online food delivery. Swiggy, Zomato provides food delivery in India. Instacart for grocery delivery. E-commerce companies like Amazon, eBay. On-demand media streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime. Travel companies, education, home services, beauty, health. On-demand doctors, the list continues, goes on and on. The on-demand economy is customer-centric. Better the personalization and instantly available services, better is the customer experience. Talking about customer experience, remembering Tony Hsieh saying, customer service should not just be a department, but should be the entire company itself. This thought resonates in today's customer-centric economy very effectively. As consumer behavior keeps changing, or rather say upgrading, immediate access to online functionalities through smartphones has created a sense of entitlement to simple, fast, and efficient experiences. A dramatic increase in the number of smartphones, connected consumers, simple and secure purchase flows, and location-based services are a few of market conditions that are propelling the explosion in the on-demand industry. Whether it be the ease of ordering food, booking cabs, scheduled deliveries, or corresponding reduction in the time required. Studies have shown that the on-demand economy's growth is a product of its alignment to consumers' growing appetite for greater convenience, speed, and simplicity. This is what consumers need today. We want quicker deliveries, simple and hassle-free transactions, cheaper rates, rather say convenient rates. So fast-moving tech companies are competing in this industry to develop new technologies and products, trying to get better with every passing day. For example, the ground transportation, restaurants, grocery industry are the prime examples of the hyper-growth categories in the on-demand economy. Car services are one of the most explosive sectors in the on-demand economy and are reshaping the people's understandings. Uber's growth is even more remarkable considering the awareness level of the on-demand car services. Uber's growth in terms of funding, investment, revenue generated has been tremendous. Steve Schaffman says, "Welcome to the Uberification of the service industry." Popularity of Uber has given us the Uber for X model. Today we have Uber for laundry, Uber for delivery, Uber for trucking, Uber for baby services, Uber for pet services, Uber for flower delivery, and whatnot. But getting back to car hailing services, let's combine with the ride-sharing platform also. Yes, they have seen a setback due to the COVID-19 crisis. Almost all the companies suffered losses due to the restrictions on mobility, almost in every part of the world. But now, as the restrictions are lifting, the industry is also bouncing back. Simultaneously, as we were talking about on-demand, and we talked about the ride-hailing services, and we were talking about Uber and all. Simultaneously, on-demand food delivery services are also attacking the $683 billion US restaurant industry. On-demand delivery services have expanded a restaurant's potential customer base far beyond the physical location now. So, what benefits as a business on-demand model provides us? What benefits do the business owners of who use the on-demand model leverage from them? First one is the customer satisfaction. Any business you are in, you want your satisfied customers. And this is the most sought after and also the most important benefit that the on-demand model gives for any business, because it helps ultimately in customer retention. Today consumers do research, analyze, compare, and are able to make informed decisions about any product they want to buy. Think of an example. If you want to buy a smartphone, you know about the configurations of the phone, you check on various websites, you consult with your friends, and then you go, maybe you buy from the store, or maybe you then go and buy online phone. So that's the amount of research and the informed decisions customers today can make. So they are more sophisticated now. They prefer instant and personalized experience. So how is this advantageous to the consumers? Let's talk about that. They have multiple service providers to choose from. One thing. Easier, quicker, and convenient purchase process. The second thing. Multiple payment options. The third thing. Rating and reviewing the products that they are being offered. The fourth thing. And leveraging the personalized services. This is one more thing. The on-demand industry, the on-demand model of the business provides the personalized experiences to the consumers. Let's return back to the discussion that we started in the very beginning about personalized experience. Some people are still reluctant to use the personalized experience because one way or the other, it is costly. It becomes costly when the services offered by the companies which are, the providers of the services, they offer personalized experience to the consumers. So because sometimes it's time taking, sometimes it's quite instant, that's why it becomes costly and people are sometimes reluctant to use it. Apart from consumer satisfaction, one more thing, that is scalability and cost reduction. Cost effectiveness of the on-demand business model is also a prominent benefit. It helps businesses to start and operate at a lower cost compared to the traditional business models. With help of technology solutions from third party, it is easy to start a business. We'll certainly discuss a lot more about the tech partners in the later sessions of the series. Technology also eases the scaling process, as you can build an online presence with the help of SaaS model and add resources on demand. Customer satisfaction, cost reduction, and the third thing is opportunities. Newcomers in this on-demand industry can leverage the advantage of already existing marketplaces, which will allow them to take advantage of the already existing customer base instead of creating and investing and funding and all those things in a new customer base. If a newcomer joins an already existing marketplace kind of thing, he can leverage those existing customer base. Moving from the advantages that we discussed about the on-demand model that provides us, there are a few myths that needs to be busted. Many ask that if this is a bubble, or is this a short-term trend, or the hyper growth that we are seeing today going to end soon? Categorically and unequivocally, the answer is a big no. The new on-demand model have opened the door to a real-time fulfillment of goods and services, which consumers have embraced with a frequency that's unprecedented. The question is no longer if the on-demand economy will revolutionize the way people transact or create thousands of jobs. It's already happening. But the question is when the services offered by the on-demand will be utilized by the consumers outside the tech-savvy and the early adopters group. When any new service offered by the on-demand service, the on-demand industry comes up in the market, the early adopters, the people who are tech-savvy, they are involved just within few months. But there is also a group of people who are not adopting few of the technologies, few of the services that are being offered. When all those groups combine together, that's the question that we are left. The growth of the companies competing in this industry in terms of the revenue generated, influx in the capital from the investors are sure indicators of that the on-demand economy is going to be the driving force for the years to come. There's no issue about that. Checks to keep in mind. There are few checks that should be kept in mind while we are talking about the thriving of the on-demand economy, is to create successful models which can satisfy the needs of the consumers in a more cost-effective, scalable, and efficient manner. We'll end with what you can go forward with. A few examples. We all know and talk a lot about the big dogs in the market like Airbnb, Uber, Doordash, Grubhub, etc. etc. These are so very well established companies in the market. I'll give you names who have made it in recent times and have shown a very significant growth, may it be funding path or revenue generation. I'm giving you these names just for the assurance that you do not need to be Uber or Airbnb to succeed in the on-demand industry. The names I'm going to give you, they've followed and implemented things that we'll be discussing throughout the coming lesson of the series. Okay, here come the names. Mowgli X, B2B e-commerce for industrial products. SnackPass, a food delivery platform. Apna, a networking and jobs platform. Paytree, a matchmaking platform. Lower, a home loan marketplace. Last one, Vercel, collaboration and deployment platform for front-end developers. So these are the names, these few names. The list is big more. We can provide you the list as a separate PDF. But these are the names who have made so much significant growth apart, but they are not Uber or Airbnb. But apart from that also, they have succeeded so very well in the market. So I'll leave you guys with this thought and let's connect in the next lesson of this series. Till then, take care. Goodbye. Thank you so much for joining the lesson.